So, while we're on the topic of referrals to PSD, I wanted to highlight a recent case from Merseyside Police that shows probably a more proportionate and supportive approach, one that other forces I think could learn from. So, a Merseyside officer was filmed in a now viral video appearing to call someone's behaviour a little bit noncey while being filmed on patrol. What were your views when this first went viral?
My first thing was, we've all been there, especially whereby you've got somebody in your face with a mobile phone and nobody seems to focus on that. Why is it acceptable for people to think, you know what, you're a police officer, you're a public servant, so I'm going to do whatever, I'll do as much as I can to invade your space, filming people. And she said an off-the-cuff comment and people have gone mad over it. And you kind of sit there and you think, well, wait a second, is anyone focused on the fact that this person is ultimately trying to gauge a reaction, putting a phone in someone's face when they're trying to do their job to the best of their ability? Yes, you know, could the language have been a little bit better? Yeah, but I'll tell you now, I've done exactly the same. You know, I've said stuff to people whereby
I bet you've said worse things.
I bet
you've said worse things.
100% I have. Do you know what I mean? But does that mean that, you know, everybody needs to go to professional? No, of course it doesn't. You know, we're here. I think this is what gets lost sometimes, is that when you're a police officer, people forget that you're also a member of the public, and I think it's forgotten sometimes. You've got the uniform on, and you've got to be this robot. And sadly, sometimes, you know, you may well say things that, you know, in hindsight, it probably, you know, wasn't the best thing to say. Let's also put it in context of where we are and what's going on. And I think that's really important.